What is Putin doing in Ethiopia? You know, he recently put a church in Ethiopia. So there's connections. He knows the reason why he's doing this. It's just not just for anything.
You say it's not for his personal wall. You know. 2,000 years ago, they didn't have scrolls and books, y'all. We the generation of these books and scrolls, writings. Don't you know the people in Ethiopia didn't even read and write? Till Haile Selassie brought it back. Haile Selassie brought writing to Ethiopia. The only people that was writing in Ethiopia was priests. So if Christ a black man, why we treat black people this way? Christ ain't gonna treat them that way. Christ ain't gonna lock their doors when a black man pass by. You know? So how did they get there, y'all? They painted it. Oh, they painted it, right?
They painted it?
Okay. For what? They painted Christ 2,000 years ago, right?
Let's talk about how the Black Christ icon paintings got in Russia. We must remember that these paintings were in Africa first. Most people don't know about the great campaign against the Emperor of Ethiopia, Tewodros II. The siege of Magdala consists of the British Empire invading Ethiopia, which was called Magdala and Abyssinia in the 1800s. The British Empire looted biblical manuscripts, artifacts, Renaissance paintings, and many other items, including gold. As Jeff Rosen mentions in his presentation of The Secrets of England's Greatness.
All of these costumes, the artifacts, ended up in British collections. When the British left Africa, the British Museum, the British Library obtained manuscripts. Napier, before he burned Magdala, made it really clear that they were to strip the churches of artifacts, and then they auctioned off the king's blood-soaked garments. So this was absolutely taken back to England as a kind of, as emblems, concrete and symbolic of the victorious war. So these emblems, the South Kensington Museum, now V&A, has shield and lion mane ornament. Also, this is a refugee from a country that has been defeated, where its capital has been razed, and all of the treasures of the capital have been looted. The British used 2 elephants and 200 mules to sack Magdala and cart off all the treasures. Gold, Renaissance paintings, there's at least one Renaissance painting, and manuscripts, all that had important identity for the country of Abyssinia. With respect to the topic of this machine of British or fostering British identity, I think this gesture also solidifies it. It's British power that has subjugated the black African on the right, and that's emblemized by the tattoo emblem. Think of bringing Indian elephants to Africa as war elephants, essentially. And at the same time, sheltering one of its native sons, the prince.
Queen Victoria was the Queen of the United Kingdom at the time when Magdala was sieged, and majority of the stolen items were under her possessions and passed down in her lineage, which ruled other lands such as Russia. At the outbreak of the First World War, their grandchildren occupied the thrones of Denmark, Greece, Norway, Germany, Romania, Russia, Spain, and the United Kingdom. For this reason, Victoria was nicknamed the Grandmother of Europe, and some of Victoria's grandchildren married into the Romanov family, aka the Russian Empire. So these icon paintings are in Russia because of what the British Empire did to Ethiopia. Not because these paintings come from Russia, but because they were looted in Africa. This is why Queen Victoria quoted, "I should so love to lay my crown at his feet." which is the risen Christ.
So it says, which the researchers further demand that he needs to prove. They asking Putin, he must prove what?
The war is not his first
That the war is not his personal
military activity.
His personal military activity.
But there is a higher metaphysical mission in Russia.
But there's a higher metaphysical mission in Russia. A higher metaphysical mission in Russia.
And he is trying to fulfill.
That he is trying to fulfill. This is Putin words, y'all. That I seen this last night. I said, this one, because I was kind of checking into it.
Past, several Russian propagandists have used Christian symbolism about fighting the devil.
They using Christian symbolism. They using Christian symbolism to fight the devil. I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. This symbolism. This is not a historical. See, these are not historical people. This is symbolism. They using Christian symbolism to fight the devil. That's. But we think the symbolism of Christianity is real, like the cross. We think it's real, like the cross. The cross ain't real, y'all.
That's why y'all should look up, like, what is Putin doing in Ethiopia? You know, he recently put a church in Ethiopia. So there's connections. He knows the reason why he's doing this. It's just not just for anything.
He said it's not for his personal war. So if Christ a revolutionary, why wouldn't Christ come right now? Don't we need the most revolutionary that we ever needed? So even when you talk about the revolution, y'all, and the revolutionary, when the revolution supposed to happen, y'all, is and the cold thing about it won't be televised. It won't be televised. Y'all, these nations not caring. Look, see, we so ignorant. Y'all, we as people, we don't know nothing. We've been in grade school all our lives. We went to college. We don't know nothing. You know, that's like, we got to understand, like, because we think we was taught, people come on here, all of it fake. You think these people, you think this man is carrying around something that's just fake. These ancient pictures, when you wasn't even born, you ain't know nothing, you wasn't even thought of. This stuff have been passed down from generations. Yeah, our generation messed up, theirs not. So this stuff has been passed down from the 1800s to solidify what it really means. You don't know the symbolism of it. You think it means somebody gonna crack the sky. That's what they wanted you to think. This has nothing to do with somebody cracking the sky. Pain right now, everybody hurt. But everybody don't say they don't need no healing. We healing, but we hurt. Get out of here. It ain't all in no spirit, man. Like, that's why I say the meek gonna inherit the earth. The meek. Not these people who think they know everything, because you don't really know nothing. You don't know nothing.
And they use these paintings that they looted and make profit off of it every year. These are things that they've stolen. The prophecy they've stolen, made it theirs, and people don't even see the case that we have against them. The proof is in the pudding. They already admit to it.
You know, and
people just don't want to get up.
Fake, false knowledge, fake information, keeping you still. That's why Pharaoh musicians kept the people in Egypt. So what do we have? Pharaoh musicians. That's what we're dealing with. Pharaoh musicians. So people are telling us information that's keeping us right here in idol worship. And idol worship is a form of money. Some people worship money. You rather not be a part of the revolution because you worry about the money. We could be making money. Don't just think we could be up here. We could be making money. But we chose the revolution. Because we don't worship money. What is money? What you spend to live your life. Just like we spend money for to have this device to talk on. We spend money on lights. We spend money to live. And some people worship it. You know how some people say my time is money? Time is life. You can never get it back. You can always make money. You can never get time back. But somebody will make their time money instead of their time life. So idol worship go many ways. So some people, Jesus is their drug. Some people, money is their drug. Some people own drugs. You know, it's however you want to look at it, but people are addicted to many things. An addiction is just not people on the corner who got needles in their arms or pipes to their lips.
So the Library of Alexander was burned in 48 BC. So there was paper. BC, AD, BCE dates are all
No damn library, no BC, man.
all connected to the Roman Catholic Church.
Man, wasn't no library in BC, man. No, man. What? No, it wasn't. I'm positive. I put my bottom dollar on that one. My bottom dollar.
And Christ prophecy. So our timeline is connected to Christ right now. The Christ that they created, the false Christ.
That never came.